There you go, you're on.
This is a story called Food I Ate with Frank. 1. Fried kielbasa slathered with brie. Frank's mother never keeps such food in the fridge. You can tell by the way he hefts the sausage in 2 hands, like a little boy his first time up to bat. How he unwraps the cheese as if it is a silver-coated gift. Space truckin', he jazzes out while rummaging for a knife to chop the whole thing up. Alex, the acid man, is at the computer, scrolling down his list of MP3s. Danzig or Marianne Faithfull, girl? Don't you have any CDs? Real ones? What do you mean, girl? That's the past. This is the totally new wave. How come Alex knows this and he has just poor Russian immigrant? Oh, he jokes, creating his R's into sharp flecks of sound. Okay, you pick then, Mr. Narfusion. Frank is slicing sausage like he's conducting Sibelius, mashing the snow of cheese on each chunk and tossing them over his shoulder into the splatting pan. Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say, Mother. His voice is low with a ghost of a lisp in it, but when Alex clicks the Danzig track, Frank sings rowdier, yelping the Owen mother, air guitar shredding on the butcher knife. Whoa, guy! Whoa, whoa! Alex jumps up from his swivel chair and snatches the knife from Frank. Maybe I better do the dinner thing, dude. What's she gonna think trying to sleep, eh? Alex's mother's always trying to sleep. She gets headaches. When she is awake, though, sitting on the crumbed-up couch, smoking and pale, she often laughs out loud, a black seam plowing through her tired gold hair, and says, "Always young and beautiful, us Russians, no, Alexei?" Frank's arms hang down, and he has stopped singing. The oil celebrates with little sparklers. Alex tosses some napkins and an easy-squeeze bottle of ketchup on the table. Turns to me, waving his precise hands. Gogo would approve. Hey, you want to show your titties to the webcam before dinner? Ooh. Number 2, pizza. 2 mediums with extra meat and a side of poutine. Frank takes me to meet his mother. She is working as a live-in helper for a 97-year-old lady in 2 mountains. At least she'll be dressed this way, he assures me, striding over the train tracks that divide the industrial zone from the burbs. He is wearing the same suit he always wears lately, a navy blue number with shoulder pads and a polka-dotted tie. The end of it is coated in dried shish taouk sauce. Frank likes his suit. Hey, qu'est-ce qui arrive, like chum? He says a lot when he is wearing it. The cut of the pants making him swagger. His mother is looking pretty sharp, too. Her hair glazed like an Easter ham, and not even an apron over her crocus-colored dress, though she must have been changing old ladies' diapers all day, or whatever it is helpers do. Where's the grub? Frank barks out, pushing past her and her 2 nippy terriers, busting through the glassed-in swinging door. Smells of grease, curdled things slither out. Francis, you get back in here right now. Stop acting like all those bummy friends of yours. I tell you, she wags her finger at me. He's just like his father. Munching sounds come from the kitchen. Then the door sails back and Frank leans out, a pizza crust jabbed between his lips like a freshly cut cigar. Hey, you looking at me? Oh shit, you looking at me? Maybe he thought he was the Godfather trying out for taxi driver. It's always hard to say with Frank. 3, a sizable pyramid of fortune cookies. Souper Nuit on St. Catherine's is where we always eat when we visit Ken. Ken is on methadone. Makes me want noodles, he says. So we pick him up, styrofoam coffins full, with sometimes a clump of sweet and sour pork on the side if he's moved enough weed that week. Most of his customers are paras or quads, rehab buddies of Evans, his roommate, who'd been paralyzed in a bike accident right after grad. Ken has to turn him so he won't get bed sores and read him Last Exit to Brooklyn over and over again. On Fridays, his twin sister Lucy comes over and does lap dances for Evan, bobbing her new silicone breasts up and down. Saved up for them, didn't I? She tells us. That's chicks, fellas. Wanna show my stuff? Ken, I'll have gestures. She's slithering less in front of him. I glance at Evan's husky dogs snuffing at the hoisin sauce. Hitler hails and hails on TV. That endless fucking History Channel! Evan calls from the bed. No wonder you're goddamn junkie, Ken! Was, man, damn it, was! Ken slapping Evan's stuck there body with a noodle, brown drips flying to the wall and staying there. Frank shakes the white baggie in his hand. Got our own hits right here, my good sirs. Little injections of the future. There are at least 28 cookies in there. I'd watched him reach behind the till and load up. Later on, we lie on his mattress in St. Henry, and he cracks each taupe shell open. One swift snap and a slip of paper. He doesn't even read them, but there they are. All those possible outcomes in his lap, falling. Number 4, cheap steaks with mushrooms and international flavors, hazelnut. Frank picks me up from Dorval at 3 p.m. I did a bad thing, he says, as we wait for my bag to spin towards us on the black carousel. What? His hair sticks up in the shape of the spaces between his fingers. He punches his arm towards me, shoving his sleeve to the elbow. Jesus H! My bag vanishes behind the rubber strips, too fast to grab. Frank's arm is swollen to the size of a blood sausage. The skin greens and yellows around the lips of a recent puncture. His pupils the diameters of the ends of sentences. I have to get you to the hospital. Now! Oh, okay, but swing me one of those Shastas first, will you? Dollar pop in his other hand, Frank leads the way to the taxi station. I suppose I'll be swinging this one, too. Hours later, we are climbing the stairs to his 3.5. I ditch my bag on the couch and dump the 2 loads from Safeway in the kitchen. Nice, I say to no one in particular, gazing around. There is no toilet paper in the bathroom. No sheet on the bed, and only a view of the back alley from his foot-wide balcony. Frank has a bandage slathered around his arm. J'ai injecté le coke, c'était infecté, je pense. He explained to the nurse in his butchered French. Frank has a bandage slathered around his arm. On the way back, he had wanted groceries. I'll make dinner. You better, I say, watching him now with some anticipation, the coins of meat darkening in the pan, surrounded by curves of mushrooms. Frank brews instant coffee, glups in cream. Should try it, the best, man. I spent 5 hours on the plane from Vancouver, 3 in the hospital, and 1 in Safeway. I'm about to pour my own coffee, and Frank isn't going to take the hint. Etiquette, he often says, is for clones. We play hangman while dinner simmers, circular lines dying all over the paper. In the alley, gulls yelp. White bodies hunkering over a torn loaf. Oh, it's ready. Greg jumps up and with the one arm slides down the whole pan's worth into one plate, pulls out a saucer for an ashtray, and sits down again, poking his fork into the tough meat, gnawing a ring of fat off the steaming edge. He doesn't look over at me, my empty plate, once. I nearly cry then. So serviceable I am and so invisible, too transparent for hunger.